It's usually easy to find and catch small bluegills. If you're after fast action and fine meals, there are few better options on ice. Things get a little more difficult when the target's bigger fish, the ones we call the bulls. One select tactic that consistently triggers bullish fish is a jigging strategy that employs heavy jig heads in conjunction with tiny plastic bodies that mimic micro-aquatic critters. Here's instruction in this fine art.
There we go.
You got one, Tony?
Fish on.
Oh, I got one too. Holy cow.
Yes, not bad. Nice gills.
Oh, that's the way to start this deal out, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I tell you what, we're on a little farm pond today, folks, and farm ponds are absolutely terrific places to catch big bluegills like this. They're super fertile bodies of water, and they grow gills like this. What we're going to be doing today are using all these different varieties of great new panfish jigs that are on the market today, and we're just going to go through and try a bunch of different options and see what works, and hopefully end up with a bunch of big panfish.
Absolutely. Let's get back down there, Corey.
Absolutely. I'm ready for another one. Oh, look at that guy. Boy, these ones are there. Oh yeah. I wasn't sure at first. Oh, it's a crappie. Well, we'll take a crappie too, huh? Oh. Now that's not a bluegill, but that's still a pretty nice crappie, folks. And that guy hit one of those, the same kind of jig, one of those little tiny compact bluegill jigs, gill pill in this case. And I've got 3 or 4 more fish down there, but that's a really pretty nice crappie, actually. Not a bad fish at all, I tell you. That's a bonus on a pond like this. There's largemouth bass in here, I guess. There's bluegills, big crappies. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get this guy back here, but these little jigs have sure come a long ways in the space of about 10-15 years or so. And 10-15 years ago we started out using the classic the teardrop ice jigs, the ice flies they always call them, the real vertical type baits. But we've just kind of refined the program more and more as the years have gone on, and it's really a matter of matching the hook and the head style to the way a bluegill or a crappie like that feeds. And of course a bluegill has got a really small mouth, so a lot of times it requires a real small hook. And then the heads themselves we can talk about too. It sounds like Tony's got one over there, but it progressed to things like a custom jigs and spins rat finky, which is just an absolute classic bait. And now here I've got a newer option from Custom Jigs called a gill pill, and it's just part of, again, this evolution of a short, compact body, heavy head that fishes very well, and a small hook.
There we go. We got another one. Nice one.
Oh man, look at that rod bend. Holy cow. Oh, you got
Boy,
one,
they come
Tony?
up and just nip at it ever so slightly.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
one.
nice gill.
Another
Another
nice
nice one.
one.
Wow.
You betcha.
Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at the size of those gills.
Man, you can't beat an average sized bluegill like that, huh?
No,
These
it's
farm ponds are unbelievable.
beautiful fish. Look at that. Nice hook set. Even with these small hooks, you can really get a good hook set on these gills, but they come up and they bite ever so softly.
Now you were using on that one those larvae. Now, how do you decide what color larvae to use and how to hook them and all that sort of thing?
Well, I mean, it really depends on trial and error. I like to start with red, some brighter colors, orange. We're fishing a little bit of stained water here, so I tend to veer towards those brighter colors. But really, if they're not hitting that, I'll change it up, mix it up a bit, maybe go to natural colors, natural presentations, or sometimes even dark.
Sure. Well, I'm using the wax worm over here, and so far you're up on me on fish, so I don't know, you might get me to change, but for now I got the big fish, I'm gonna go get you right now.
All right.